A pretty girl agreed to date a rich man and a poor man. On the date with the rich man they have an incredible time, and on the date with the poet it is complicated. However, to everyone's surprise, she chooses the poor man, and she stops dating the rich man. Before we start, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave a like on this video, so we can continue uploading videos like this. The rich man does not understand what is happening, and neither does the poor man. The poor man does not know that he inadvertently used a psychological manipulation trick known as the IKEA effect. How was each date? The date with the rich man is as you imagine it. They went through it in a black van with a driver. They opened the door for him. He took her to an expensive restaurant. The reserved table was already waiting for them. They ordered champagne, several appetizers. They talked, they laughed. The rich man turned out to be a gentleman, and he treated her like a queen. She didn't have to lift a finger, and she had a good time. When she was dropped off at her house, she wrote to the rich man, "Thanks for the date, I had an amazing time." But still she chose the poor. So, what happened at the poor man's date? The poor is not poor, he is middle class. But he had an emergency and ran out of money. He went by her and told her, "I really don't have money, but I suggest you come with me downtown. I'll start playing the guitar. You help me collect the tips, and with the money we win, we go to dinner." And I know that many would have run away, but this girl accepted. In the adventure in the center it did not go well. It rained a little. A policeman asked them for money, and they barely got together $10. Looking back, she doesn't know what happened to her. She still doesn't know why she chose the poor guy. Objectively, she didn't enjoy going to work downtown, and she did enjoy how the rich pampered her. But it's all going to make sense after explaining the IKEA effect and what happened at that $10 dinner. The IKEA effect of psychological manipulation. Let's talk about IKEA. They make acceptable quality furniture. It's not too bad. It's not terrible, but it's not good either. If you see an IKEA table at a friend's house, and they ask you if you like it, and what rating you would give it, you would see the quality and say a 7. Now, if we ask your friend how much he likes this table, according to a Harvard study, your friend would give it a 9 or 10. Who is right? You are right. The table is not very good, but why is your friend confused? What happens is that you have to assemble IKEA furniture yourself. It's not too difficult, but you do have to spend an hour or two depending on how smart you are. And although most people do not enjoy putting together the furniture, when they finish it, they feel that they did it, that it is their creation. You see the table objectively, but they have a relationship with that thing. They put effort. And maybe you're already suspecting what happened at that $10 dinner that made the pretty girl fall in love. The effect here is so effective that marketing people have to study it. This anecdote makes me laugh a lot, and it perfectly illustrates how you can use it. When the instant cake mix came out, it was amazing. You add water to it, you put it in the oven, and voila! A delicious cake came out. The strange thing is that nobody wanted to buy it. Do you wonder why? The taste was great, the price was low. The problem was that they were too easy to make. Part of the joy of baking a cake is being able to serve it to your guests and say, "This is my cake. It's my work of art." But no lady felt comfortable showing off such an easy cake to make. It's like you're bragging that you cooked a maruchan soup. What the company had to do is take the egg and milk out of the mix, so the cake would be a little harder to make, and the ladies could feel proud now that they had to beat the egg and add the milk and maybe decorate it with some strawberries in the end. Now they did feel that it was her work of art. Just like your friend who fell in love with his table because he put it together. Victims of the effect IKEA. The effect here is a cognitive bias, where you overvalue something because you did it and put effort into it. And now, yes, what happened to this girl that after having gone to a French restaurant, an armored van, in which they treated her like a queen and did not move a single finger. She chose the po man with whom she went to have some tacos for dinner. And they shared a soda because they only had $10. What happened to her is that at the rich man's dinner she feels like a strange. They gave her everything peeled and in her mouth. Sure, she likes the French restaurant, but no French food tastes as good as some hard-earned tacos. The po guy unknowingly uses the IKEA effect all the time. For example, when he is depressed, he has a problem, he tells her and lets her participate with her ideas. And then, when the problem is solved, she feels part of that achievement and shares the happiness of the po. She feels included. Or for example, the po man does not have a mansion like the rich man, but one Saturday he invited him to his house, and together they painted her room, and she drew a butterfly, and wrote a corny phrase, and then they went to a nursery and they chose plants together to decorate it. And the truth is, if you and I enter the room, it's not a big thing, but for her it's different. She's biased because she made it. She put time, work, effort, and love on her part. She sees it as her creation. The po man is the IKEA effect, making her a part of her life, and the rich man gave her everything peeled and in her mouth. And although she obviously enjoys the comforts, she feels like an outsider, and with the po guy she feels like a team. Consider sharing this video with someone. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. See you.